We need to have him on the show. Call him first if you want to come on the show. Well, if you want to Discord into the show,
Uh,
we would love to have you.
yeah, I mean, I really don't think he has a reason to come onto this show, but yeah, no,
Charity?
I'd love to have him on the show.
Yeah. Hello and welcome to the Two Guys Went to a Podcast. I'm Kevin. This is Sam. Episode 31. We're getting up there in the numbers. I feel like I always say that every couple episodes.
You do.
I feel like I do. But this week, we'll do something crazy. We'll do something new. This time, we'll start with Sam. Sam, what do you have for us?
Well, I watched a few movies this week.
Oh, yeah? What'd you watch?
Probably the big sensation sweeping the nation everyone wants to hear about is the Mario movie.
Okay.
The Super Mario Brothers movie, I believe it is. Did you see it?
Not yet. We were gonna go watch it yesterday, and then we went and did other stuff. But maybe tonight, we'll see. But yeah, we want to go watch the Dungeons and Dragons movie, and then we want to watch Mario. So
Sure.
I will go see it. Hopefully,
All the nerd movies.
Soon. Yeah. But yeah, how was it? I've heard things.
Oh, what have you now?
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you.
All right.
There are things in this movie.
Nice. Yeah, I heard that a lot of the critics really hated it, but a lot of the fans really liked it, and I guess it's a very fun, playful movie and not very serious, I think, or something. But
it's better than I expected.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a full-on, effortless cash grab.
Yeah.
But there was actually a lot of attention to detail and a lot of thought put into it, I think. It's not anything super crazy. It doesn't have any crazy plot or anything. But it just does a nice job of paying homage to a lot of Mario games. And it's just kind of nice. Chris Pratt actually did a serviceable Mario.
Nice. I like to hear that.
Even though we had all feared that it would be terrible, it was actually fine. Wasn't too shabby.
We made fun of him twice on this podcast.
He's so cool.
Yeah.
You know that Chris Pratt? He's so cool.
Yeah, he's doing the wahoo. I heard the actual Mario voice actor guy, he appears in it somewhere.
Charles Martinet, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he is Jumpman.
Yeah. I know he's somewhere in there, I heard. So
Mario and Luigi, they live in Brooklyn. Which it was kind of a interesting setting.
Yeah.
I wonder if it wouldn't have been a bit better if it was just New Donk City. But Brooklyn was good. They live in Brooklyn and they have a big old family of Italians. They're a big old Italian family, and Jumpman is part of the family or something. He'll chime in. He chimes in a couple times during the movie, and does a little jump and plays. And there's a lot of stuff like that. you got lots of they put in a bunch of the different power ups. You got Tanuki Mario, you got Cat Mario.
Tanuki Mario, the best Mario Kart character.
Fire Flower, Ice Flower, Mega Mushroom, Mini Mushroom.
Gotta love the mushrooms and the flowers, the botanical stuff. Talking about mushrooms, actually, I watched it. So,
what the fuck?
So,
hold on a second here. We're talking about the Mario movie right now, buddy.
I'm still talking game stuff here. Just let me get to it. So, in Minecraft, one of the flowers.
Oh my god.
The like azalea or whatever. That's actually a mushroom. I mean, onion. It's in Minecraft, it's the flower and it's like purple or whatever. But underneath the flower, that's where onions are, and that's the onion plant. I didn't know that. Anyway, yeah. So Mario movie.
Great.
So what?
Charlie Day makes a great Luigi.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, it'd be sick to see him do a Luigi's Haunted Mansion. That would be awesome.
That's what I just thought.
They do a little bit of a homage to Haunted Mansion towards the beginning of the movie. Luigi just gets stranded by himself and attacked by a bunch of dry bones, and that's real fun. And yeah, Jack Black is a fantastic Bowser. They actually really nailed it with him.
Yeah.
He sings a song about Peach.
I heard about that.
So that was pretty great. I'll try not to spoil it too much. But yeah, that was a excellent casting. He really put his all into it.
Nice.
I loved that.
What are you hitting, by the way?
Oh, just a hairbrush.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
For a second, I thought that was on my side. I'm like, is somebody knocking? But then I saw it. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah.
They've got Donkey Kong and all the Kongs in it, right? Well, I guess we all knew that before the movie, but that was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Because Donkey Kong and the Mario and Donkey Kong universes aren't really the same, but it kind of makes sense because one of the first the first Mario game was Mario versus Donkey Kong or something, right?
Yeah.
Well,
it's
just one of the first at least. Like there was Jumpman first, I think.
Well, the first one is Mario, and then he's like going up the grates to face Donkey Kong to save Rosalina. I mean,
it was one of the first.
It was, yeah. But in the first one, yeah, he's fighting Donkey Kong.
So, yeah, I guess I think that's why they included Donkey Kong, maybe.
I feel like you can't have Mario without Donkey Kong. He's in Mario Kart. I mean, he's in like the baseball.
You can though.
Olympics. I don't know. I like Donkey Kong.
Like, sure, Donkey Kong characters are in like Mario Kart games and Mario sports games, but they're not really part of the Mario universe. And they don't really fit in that well, I don't think.
That's like Doctor Strange and Captain America. They eventually are in something together, but does their stuff because in like Captain America, there's no magicians.
I don't think I don't think the MCU is a fair comparison.
I think it is. You got Captain America, no magic. Iron Man, no magic. Hulk, no magic. Doctor Strange coming out of nowhere, magic. What did
I guess. Yeah, I mean, I will. That's not the greatest thing either, I don't think.
Yeah.
But it was okay. They they had like the backing track for the DK rap in it,
Nice.
which was pretty good. But they didn't actually play the DK rap. It was just like DK, Donkey Kong.
He's the leader of the bunch, and you know him well.
Yeah, well, they didn't actually go into any of the verses, sadly.
Dang.
I was really hoping they would play the full song, right?
Make it an end credit scene or something.
And they do a lot of like licensed music in it, like like ABBA, Hero.
I need a hero.
One other one. And
I
feel like
it's not ABBA.
I feel like that's really. Wait, who is it?
It's
I don't know. Whoever sings Hero or made Hero.
I don't know. I thought Janet Jackson. That's
that song.
I think it's probably the people who made Raining Men. I know. I don't think it's ABBA though. I need a hero. Just save me
I don't know.
It's in Shrek 2 though. I know that.
It's in a lot of movies, and especially trailers.
Yeah. Shrek 2. Amazing soundtrack. Anyway, yeah, so...
Marketing people love that song.
Yeah. I need a hero. Save me by the end of the night.
Trailer makers love that song.
Yeah. We should make a remix for us.
I feel like it wasn't really necessary. I feel like it really should have been just like more Mario music because there is so much great Mario music. I don't think we ever got like any Super Mario Galaxy music in there, or
I think they might have just done it for people who
a lot of the less
like who don't really understand. Like people who are just going to watch. Oh, Mario. Okay, that's cool.
Sure. I played Mario versus Donkey Kong when I was a child.
Yeah, because if
you go see this. Yeah, well, that's why this movie was made, right?
Yeah.
I remember Mario in my days of youth.
Yeah, because if you just play like all the Mario songs, people are gonna be like, "What is this music?" You know, it's like,
sure, but it would have been nice to have something for me.
Yeah. Okay.
Something for the true fans. Well. They did have a Luma in the movie from Mario Galaxy, so
the star
was that.
People.
Yeah, one of the star kid things.
I'm a star.
The Luma was good.
Yeah.
They did a good job. The Luma's pretty funny.
So what's the 2G 1T official rating on this? What is the star of approval? What is our?
It gets it's 3 out of 5 power stars.
All right, we should pick.
I would say
we should make a like what our symbol is instead of like stars. We have like 0 out of 10 toilets or something. Still keep it with that.
4 out of 7 power stars.
Okay. So not awesome, but not bad. Very above average.
Worth watching one time.
Yeah,
for sure.
All right. Nice.
It's pleasant.
Yeah.
It really made me wish that Sonic 2 was an animated movie.
Whoa! Hey.
It really did
on Sonic now.
Live action did not serve Sonic well.
I don't know. I think Sonic worked pretty good. First one,
I disagree.
Pretty awesome. Second one, not bad.
I didn't see the first one, and I
right.
really don't have any inclination to see the first one after seeing the second one.
It's a lot better than the second one, but I don't know. I think I like Sonic 1 though a lot, just because of the experience I had with it. Because I went with my friends, we watched Sonic, and I don't know. Sonic 2 wasn't bad. I don't know. We've already talked all about this. We've already had a long, extensive conversation.
The one redeeming quality of the Sonic movies is Jim Carrey. Yeah. That's the one great thing about them, I think.
I think Sonic was played
without him. It's a lot worse, I think.
I think the lady kind of sucked, especially the second one. The second one, everybody other than
Sonic's mom.
Yeah. Other than Dad, Sonic, Jim Carrey, especially in the second one, was kind of bad. But the first one, I honestly really like the first one. So, Dad, well, referring to him as Dad and his coworker, the other sheriff guy, funny dude. I liked him. I don't know. The first one was just good. It had little Easter eggs here and there, and I don't know. I thought it was not bad. It could have been a lot worse. It could have been a little better, but not bad. I definitely recommend watching it. Anyway, we'll move on because we've talked a lot about Sonic already.
Maybe just for posterity, I'll watch the stupid thing.
We'll watch it together. I don't mind watching it again. But yeah. Oh
yeah, that's the Mario movie. Go see it.
Yeah.
Go give Illumination some more money.
I never realized it was from Illumination until yesterday.
So that they can start up the Mario Bros. Cinematic Universe.
Yep. We'll be in it one
day. And then just start churning out lots of garbage.
That's how it works. I mean, Despicable Me movies, kind of banging. But, except for that last one, the one where the minions are doing kung fu, I wasn't big on that one. But the other ones, pretty good. I like them.
I don't know. I feel like boomer, Facebook meme people have just kind of ruined Despicable Me,
Little
it
girl.
could have been good without them, but now that they love it so much, I feel like I shouldn't love it,
Yeah. My friend showed me I can't remember the video, but it's the audio clip.
Contrarian.
It's the audio clip, but it's Gru. He's like, "Little girl, what are you doing in the forest alone?" But it's pretty funny. I don't do it great, but it cracked me up. But yeah, anyway, so yesterday you went to a concert, correct?
Oh yeah, I guess I did that as well.
How was that? What concert was that?
Since I texted you that I was at a concert.
Pretty much, yeah.
It was Demon Hunter.
Yep, we love Demon Slayer.
The Demon Slayer
musical.
The official Demon Slayer band.
Yep.
Demon Hunter.
Yep.
They all had their katanas out on stage.
Yep. Nezuko!
Just swinging their katanas around.
Yeah.
Killing some pinata demons.
Yep. Demon Slayer! Yeah!
Everyone was there in their Demon Slayer cosplay.
Oh, Iruka Sensei. That's not Demon Slayer. That's
now I kind of wish this is what actually happened. That sounds great. But Demon Slayer was all right, I guess.
Yep. Who are they?
I've been a fan of this band for over 10 years now, so
you showed me
it was
them
nice
before.
to see them.
Yeah.
Sure. It was nice to finally see them.
Yeah.
I'd heard that they hadn't been in Denver in 10 years too, so
nice.
It's been a long time coming for Denver.
Yeah.
I'd been wondering why they would never tour over here, but they finally did.
High and dry, baby. High and dry. High elevation, dry, hurts your throat.
I mean,
Harder to
I think most bands try to make a stop in Denver.
Probably just because Red Rocks is so famous.
I mean, sure, Red Rocks, but just like
the Maha City, Bubba.
Yeah, I think there's quite a bit of music fans in Denver.
You got the Olympians.
I think the music scene is pretty solid.
That's about it. Yeah. I mean, it's no Nashville or nothing, but...
Well, no.
You know. I want to go to Nashville.
You have Five Iron Frenzy. This is the home of Five Iron Frenzy.
And Five Finger Death Punch.
Well,
the singer's from here. Yeah, the singer from Five Finger Death Punch. He's from Denver.
Wow.
Yeah.
Home of bands whose name starts with 5.
Yeah. 5 fingers. They're all here. I wonder if in Tennessee, if it's like Seattle homelessness, where there's a homeless person per block. I wonder if there's a musician per block in Tennessee. I wonder if it's the same ratio.
Yeah, people see homeless people and they just give them guitars.
Yep. Chewy, man! I can't wait to be playing that good old guitar.
And then they become music stars.
Yep. That's how Willie Nelson got his start, you know?
That's how they deal with their homeless in Nashville.
He was blowing into the moonshine bottle. Yeehaw! And somebody picked him up. That was famous.
And hence the Nashville music scene started.
Yep. One guy blowing a whiskey bottle. Another guy come up with his washboard. And then, a guy showed up with his
another one with his coconuts.
Yep. The steel pan. The Jamaican drum line was coming through like, oh man, let's get on it. And a big jam festival. But yeah.
That's how it happened.
While doing that voice, I was thinking of the
you heard it here first,
guy.
Folks.
Yep. Cinnamon Applejack, man. But
Demon Hunter was good though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I roasted my vocal cords pretty good.
Yeah. How big of a venue was it?
Oriental is it's pretty big.
Yeah.
The Oriental. It's a very wide venue. Which is different.
Is it more like a theater, like a play theater kind of?
I mean, that's probably what it originated as.
Yeah.
I think on Google Maps it says the venue dates back to the 1920s or something. So
yeah, it might be either more like big band oriented or just a
lot of the venues in Denver are like have a lot of history and weren't originally like music venues.
Yeah, people living on the Ritz.
Like I think the Bluebird was like used to be a movie theater.
Yeah. And
then it got converted over to a music hall.
Yeah.
Cool. But
how many out of 1 out of 10 toilets, what is your 2G1T toilet rating on it? How many flushes would you give it?
I give it 11 out of 12 demons.
Nice.
I give it 600 out of 666 demons.
That's metal.
I did some hearing damage, I think.
Yeah.
Had earplugs in.
As you do. The only adult grown person to wear earplugs in a concert.
Dude, no. Like, I think half the people in there are probably wearing earplugs.
Weak.
As they should be. because they don't want to.
You couldn't last in a Motorhead concert. Not one second.
They don't want to come to the point where they can't listen to music.
Lemmy was fine.
The thing that they came to the concert to do, they want to be able to keep doing that in the future. So they try to protect their hearing.
Motorhead, they played crazy loud. I mean, they couldn't really hear that well when they were old, but they had fun.
All right.
Yeah, Motorhead is like notorious for super loud concerts.
Here for a good time, not a long time.
Yep.
Is that the mantra?
Yep. Loud, heavy, fast. That's what we like.
I'll take long time and good time, or good time and long time. Thanks.
I'll take short time, loud time for 500.
I don't think these two things are mutually exclusive. Personally,
I don't know, but yeah,
I think I need to get some better earplugs or something because these didn't seal well enough.
Yeah,
just the little foam.
Are they
earplugs
like the shooting earplugs, or are they just like the normal 3M or whatever?
Shooting? Yeah, they're not. They're just
the ones from work. Did you take them from work?
I might have gotten these from a previous job or something, but they might be from work. I don't know.
Those are the ones we have at work. I don't really like those ones.
A lot of people have these.
Yeah. But I can hear you flipping that case this whole time too, and people. If we're gonna get any comments, it's gonna be that. It's gonna be like, "Why is Sam flicking the cap this whole time? He's making so much noise."
I should turn my gain down.
Oh, now you're quiet.
Does that help?
Nope, still hear it perfectly.
Okay, well, I tried.
Yeah, whatever. I don't really care. Anyway, we'll keep on the music talk here because. So I don't think I even talked about it last week, but 3 weeks prior, the Guitar Saga had been going on, and finally we have an update on the Guitar Saga, right?
Oh.
So I'll do a quick recap. It's been a little while. So initially, I bought a Dimebag Darrell Razorback. It showed up terrible. Sent it back. I bought a build guitar, and I didn't realize it was come from China, but it is come from China. Now today, it has arrived. Well, it arrived yesterday. The Chinese guitar has arrived, and it's here on my floor. I'll grab it.
Excellent.
So, here it is.
That sure is a block of wood right there.
Pretty much. But so, it's got all the holes cut out and stuff, and it's very nice and very cool. But yeah, so I already did a test fit with my new pickups. They fit in there beautifully. And and then I got the head over there with the neck and all the hardware on the floor, and nice. So,
nice.
got that, and probably try to start working on it this week, probably today actually. So I had a few ideas for this, right? And I'll take you through my cool ideas. Bye-bye.
Starting up your guitar building business.
Oh, yeah. Well, this one I'm going to build it and see if I even like building it. And then from there...
going to be your own boss.
Yep.
Wow, Kevin, I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, I'm going to make guitars for all the famous people, Like Ozzy Osbourne, whoever his guitarist is now. He's like, oh, Bubba and Dot. They don't talk like that. But, it's going to be great. You're going to have, like, Lamb of God. And be like, yeah, brother, that's sick. Also can't do his voice. But, yeah, at the moment, I'm going to build this one to see if I like it, and we'll go from there.
Hulk Hogan sing for Lamb of God?
Brother, you're coming down here to WrestleMania 36. You're trying to talk that to me. Come on, man. Anyway, but yeah, so I had a few ideas. Been looking into hydro dipping, which is very cool. And very easy, I guess. Yes. So I guess there's two ways to hydro dip. One way is you get your bucket of water. Same for both ways. And for one way, you use a film. So it's like a big piece of paper, right? You lay it on top of the water. And then you dip your item through the film. And that's
Ooh.
what your pattern's for. The next
my.
way is using paint. You put paint on top of the water. You can do swirls and squiggles. Then you dip your guitar through it, and you get a nice marbled look.
Like tie-dye.
Like tie-dye, yes, very much. But yeah, so I thought about hydro dipping it, which would be cool. And then I also thought about, maybe. I can't really paint. I'm a terrible painter. So I thought about painting it, but I'm bad. So I'm not going to paint it. Did think about, though, because I'm good at drawing, is maybe I will get paint markers and draw something on it. That would be cool, right? Then I also thought about...
Naturally.
Yeah, I also thought about maybe I should make this a community event, right? I'll have my friends and my parents and stuff, and I'll let everybody get a little section of it. They can draw what they like, and it fills out the guitar, and then it has all different types of things, and it would give it a very unique look. And I thought that would be cool.
Having everyone sign the guitar.
No, have them draw whatever they want. I like Kirby.
Okay.
I'm gonna draw Kirby on here.
Sure.
I don't know. Okay. That'd be cool. Have a little uniqueness from everybody. Have it. I don't know. That'd be kind of cool.
That might be interesting. I mean, sounds like a lot of work to round up like a dozen different people to draw on your guitar.
That's the easy part. I can do that right now. But
sure.
That ain't tough, Bubba. But I don't know. And if it sucks, I can always sand it off and start anew. So, if it's terrible and people suck, just gone. So, yeah. So maybe I'll see if I can make a cool design. I did think about, too, make it the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle themed guitar, which would be pretty awesome.
You could just put the 2 Guys 1 Toilet logo on it.
I did think about I want to put it on there somewhere. If I do some kind of artwork on there, I'm gonna put us on there. We will. Our caricatures will be on that guitar.
Excellent.
So, yep, we'll live on forever on my guitar. Yeah, just trying to think of what I would like to put on it.
Maybe some Outer Banks characters.
Yeah.
Maybe Sonic.
I could do Sonic. I was trying to think more of
No, Sonic, not Sonic. Sonic.
Oh, my bad, pimp. Yeah. But I don't know. Because hydro dipping is cool, but a lot of people do it. I want something unique, something that screams Kevin. Like a pirate ship or something. But yeah. So
Squirtle on there.
Yeah. Do all the
Pokemon. Squirtle Squad, Squirtle.
Yeah. Have the Teenage Mutant Ninja do Squirtle, but as TMNT. Yes.
I think Squirtle Squad, Squirtle's better.
Blastoise could be Raphael.
And
then the rest could be yeah. But
you not seen the Squirtle Squad episode?
Possibly. I don't 100% remember.
It's just about a gang of Squirtles just causing mayhem. Yeah.
Nice.
Just fucking people's shit up.
Cool. We love that.
And the leader has anime sunglasses, like the spiky look sunglasses that what's his name from Gurren Lagann has.
I have a picture in my mind, and I don't know.
Yeah, I think you understand.
I understand it. I feel like I might have seen it, but yeah. So maybe I'll document my whole building of it. Put it up on here, make it amazing, make it fun, make it interesting. Because that's the problem. A lot of these people, they make, you know, these tutorial videos on how to build the guitar and how to paint your guitar. But they're boring as crap. It's like an old guy like, hey, man, today we're going to build this Dean Guitar Classic. I've been playing guitar since the 70s. I went to Woodstock 99.
Have you seen Colin Furz's videos?
I like him. He's good.
He is like the king of making entertaining how-to videos.
Yeah, I like him, and he's a Canadian guy.
Hacksmith.
Yeah, Hacksmith. I like him. But
Hacksmith is good.
Yeah,
I don't like their editing style.
Yeah,
as much.
I
prefer the pure enthusiasm of Colin Furze.
He made the like the grandma sit chair with like the, I don't even remember what kind of engine. That was pretty awesome though.
He's made a thousand different things.
Yeah, the tricycle, the drift bike. But
yeah, he's made like 3 different drift trike videos.
Yeah. Oh, great. We need to have him on the show. Call him first if you want to come on the show. Well, if you want to Discord into the show, we would love to have you.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't think he has a reason to come onto this show, but I'd love to have him on the show.
Yeah, call him first. This is for you. I'm gonna make this into a short. We'll make this into a short. Hi, I'm Kevin.
Good luck.
We're looking for Colin Furze. If you want to come on the show, we would love to have you. Thank you.
I don't understand why you'd want to be on the show.
Why not?
You could be if you want.
We'll be the #1 interviewing podcast out there. Why can't we be #1 in everything, you know?
Gonna beat out Joe Rogan.
Yep. Joe Bogan. Joe Rogan, if you want to come onto the podcast, we'd love to have you. But yeah, okay, so I've got a few things I want to talk about here. You know, we've heard your stuff. Now it's time for my stuff, you know.
Oh.
So, talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I've been watching the new version of it, the 2018 edition. I have to say, really like the art style. Very cool. But it's definitely different from the other Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like, their weapons are different. And they just seem kind of different, too. But overall, it seems a little bit more adult-oriented. It's still definitely childish. But it definitely has some more stuff that seems more adultish. But overall, pretty good. I've only watched like 3 episodes. I love the art style. But yeah, that's what I'll say for that. The next Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
more catered to people who were also TMNT fans a while ago.
Not really. No. Doesn't it kind of skews pretty far from like original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like, so like the first episode, they find like these mythical weapons.
This is a Nickelodeon show?
No, I don't know who makes this one. But so in this one, like at the beginning, they find like mythical weapons, except for Donnie. He doesn't take it. So Donnie has like this robo staff that he made, and it's got like jets on it, and it's high tech, technological. And then Raphael, he finds batons, and then they glow and give him like this strength power. Leonardo found a sword, and it lets him teleport. And then Michelangelo has like a stick with a ball on it that sometimes has a chain, and it gets on fire, and it's a big fireball thing.
You mean a Morning Star?
Morningstar Farms chicken, yummy. Or what?
A Morning Star is a flail, or like a flail. Yeah. It's got a ball with spikes on it, attached to a chain, attached to a stick. That was a Morning Star.
Yes and no. Because it starts off on it, and then he can change the length of the chain. But it's a ball, and it only has one ring of spikes, and then it also has like a fire demon on it. It's interesting. Like it gets on fire, and it's got like a little face on it. And it's like, whee! And yeah. But anyway, overall, pretty good so far. I kind of like it. Talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I rewatched the 2014 Michael Bay Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh no.
The live action one.
Oh no.
And other than the characters looking creepy,
I forgot that existed.
It's not too bad. I like he plays Lego Batman, and he's the host of Lego Masters. Whatever that guy's name is, I like him. He's very good. He's April O'Neil's friend in the movie. He's another news reporter guy, but I like him. He's good. He's great. Also, the guy who plays Raphael, or does the voice for him, is the guy who plays Reacher, which I didn't know. Alan Richardson. I really like him. But yeah. Anyway.
Alan Rickman?
Alan Richardson? Richmond?
Alan Rickman.
Yeah, whatever his name is.
Is the man who plays Snape in the Harry Potter movies?
No, not the right guy.
Oh, okay. So
Alan Richardson, he plays Reacher. He plays Jack Reacher in the show Reacher on Prime. He also plays Thad Castle from Blue Mountain State. Other than that, I don't really know what he's in. But he's in that show. He does the voice. Also, Johnny Knoxville is Leonardo, which I didn't know. But yeah. Not terrible. Not awesome. Also, I have it on Blu-ray because my grandma gifted it to me. GG, good game. Love you, Grandma. But yeah, so...
In 4K?
I have no idea. I actually forgot I had the Blu-ray DVD.
It's 1080p Blu-ray.
Well, it's from 2014, so I don't know if there was 4K in 2014.
I mean, there was.
Well, we didn't have a TV good enough to run 4K at the time, so
4K content was just getting started around then.
Yeah, we used to have the 3D TV with the glasses. That was terrible. Anyway, so Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. I've been on a kick lately. Love it. My other kick has been documentaries, aka / also samurai movies. So I've been watching.
Well, that's just the perpetual kick that you're always on forever.
Not the samurai movies. I like kung fu movies, but the samurai one.
Oh, okay.
Different
yeah,
niche.
Before it was kung fu movies.
I still love kung fu movies.
We moved on from kung fu movies to samurai movies.
From China now to Japan.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I've been watching a lot of documentaries lately. I watched one about the Fire Festival, which was a crazy ordeal. I don't know if you ever heard about the Fire Festival. That happened like 3 months ago or something.
Sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah.
Is that a Japanese thing?
No, it was a white man. Some guy who made some credit card thing, teamed up with Ja Rule. We all love Ja Rule. And they wanted to make a festival in the Bahamas, and it failed. A lot of people lost a lot of money, and he went to prison for who knows how long. But yeah, that was pretty cool.
Oh.
The
Fire Festival was a scam.
It wasn't meant to be, but it very much turned out to be. So they promised. Well, because the problem was they tried to do it in like a month, like set up this giant festival in like a month or two. And it was supposed to be on.
It seems not very feasible.
On Pablo Escobar's island. they bought Pablo Escobar's island, but then I guess the country that owns it, they're like, hey, you can't mention them, right? Next day, they mention them, they get kicked off the island, and then
you're not allowed to mention Pablo Escobar?
Yeah, like, you're not supposed to mention it's his island.
Why?
I don't know. But anyway, so, they end up and they find this resort place, and everything sucks. They set up tents, and they all get flooded, and no artists show up, mainly because...
Was there a hurricane or something?
No, it just rained.
Oh. Just torrential rains.
No. Just mediocre.
Normal rain?
Yeah, that's how bad the tents were.
Just normal flooding that happens all the time there.
Nope. Just normal rain. Just wiped out their tents. Because some of them were just like left open, and most all of them were just bad. And so, so pretty much all the tents were flooded and yucky and nasty, and there were no artists showing up because they said that these artists were coming, but they actually never made a deal with them, and so no artists ever showed up. And so it's basically people on this island in the middle of the Bahamas with like no way out, stuck at this camp with no entertainment, no really water or food. Well, they had food, but like no water on the place, and just scammed. So that was pretty cool. Another documentary I watched was about Woodstock.
Did anyone die?
No. But it was pretty great. I would actually recommend watching it. It's a documentary on Netflix. It's really interesting. Like, yeah. So like at the night, all the people are like at the house where all the people, the event staff live. They're all outside like rioting, and they're like, guys, it'll be fine tomorrow. Everybody just go find a tent. Because apparently everybody already had like a assigned tent, but they didn't really know that. And so at the end of the night, he's like, yeah, just go find a tent and stay in it. And so people were like running, trying to find tents and stuff. And they just kind of like started ransacking the place.
Sounds like a disaster.
Yeah, the place wasn't finished. And apparently the event people, they hired like hundreds of workers from the island and then never paid them. And the stuff was never made, and then, they left all the trash there and all that, and the lady whose restaurant they hired to make food for the venue never got paid, and she had to pay out of her pocket, and she got screwed, and it's just terrible. But I recommend watching it. It's interesting, and, just feel bad for the people. Then I watched a documentary on
when did this fire festival happen?
Like 3 months ago. Like,
wow, and there's already a documentary about it?
Yeah. It was a big thing. Like, I heard a little bit about it before it happened, and then afterwards, like, all the podcasts I listened to and stuff, all were talking about it. That's how I learned about it.
Never heard about it.
Yeah, it was crazy, though. And, there's a whole bunch of things that just went on with it. It was crazy, but, yeah, if they gave themselves more time, I think it would have turned out better. But the guy is just known for kind of doing some scammy stuff. But anyway, yeah. So next one I watched was about Woodstock 99. That was pretty cool. Didn't know all that stuff had happened.
Woodstock 1999?
Yes. 2099. The future. Yeah. So Woodstock 99.
Woodstock was still going Is Woodstock still going?
No, not after 99. So there was one in...
This is what ended Woodstock.
Yeah. So I guess Woodstock, there was it was like 1967, 68, 69. After 69, it stopped. There was one in 88, but that was terrible because it immediately started raining and they canceled it. And then they tried again at Woodstock 99. And let's just say it went bad. And I actually was talking to my dad about it. And
30 years later.
He had, I think we were living in Boston at the time, but he said, yeah, when it happened, it was all on the news. So apparently So it was like it was supposed to be a 4-day event or a 3-day event. And so the first day went fine, right? Everything's great. You know, great bands. Korn was there. Everybody got riled up with Korn.
Weed.
Yeah, it was like shrooms, weed, all the drugs you could think of. But so at the beginning of it, people couldn't bring in like food or water. All that stuff got confiscated, and that made people kind of unhappy. And then,
well, that's pretty like standard stuff for like festivals, right?
I don't know. I've never been to one.
At least I think you usually can't bring in your own food. I think usually you can bring in like your own water bottle.
Yeah, no water. So, and I guess the event staff had sold the merchandising stuff to other people, or like vending rights to other people, and so people like the vendors could put whatever price they wanted, and so it was like crazy expensive for all like food and drink, and that made people unhappy.
Well, that sounds like standard stuff.
Yeah,
for concerts,
but this is a 3-day event, you know, like this is what you got.
I don't know.
And they're so anyway.
And vendors, concession stands sell, you know, beers for like $25 at festivals.
But yeah, it was kind of interesting because so like apparently a normal water bottle at the time was 69 cents, but they're selling them for $4. Nice. And then they're selling burritos for like $7. Sure. And like one of the guys was like, I bought this burrito and a drink. It was $12. Can you believe that? But so like, yeah, you know, all that stuff. And then the second day, stuff kind of started getting worse. All the porta potties were very nasty. Because the plumbing people weren't coming by and, you know, making them nice again. And, yeah.
You're just watching documentaries about just disastrous events.
Pretty much, yeah. And so the last day,
disastrous festivals.
Yeah, but it was crazy. So the last day, the Porta Johns all leaked and made a giant poo river, and people would play in the poo river because they didn't know it was a poo river. Well, they didn't know it was a poo river. They thought it was just water.
They couldn't smell it?
The whole place smelled like crap.
Oh.
Like, on the second day, the whole venue smelled like crap already. Because there was trash everywhere. The poo was everywhere. So
they couldn't smell the difference.
No. And it was so hot. It was like record heat for that weekend. That people didn't care. And they would just play in the poo river. But also, the water got contaminated. And people started getting, like, bumps and stuff. Yeah, basically. And very bad. And then at the end of the third night, they were promised that a surprise guest would show up at the end. Nobody did. And so basically, people set fire to stuff and rioted.
The special guest probably didn't want to be there at that point.
They didn't book anybody. Like, even the staff didn't know who it would be. Like, there was rumors going around that it would be somebody. But nobody ever showed up. And so they set fire to stuff and tore stuff down. And it got so bad. And they said, like, the sky was orange from how much fire there was. Because it's pitch black. So much fire. Like, they set afire the vendor trucks, like the big semi-trucks, the trailers. They set those afire. And they have propane tanks on them. They're blowing up.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. They brought down the speaker towers. There was a giant wall around the place. They took off the wood planks from it and set them afire. There's just big fires everywhere. So the state troopers and the National Guard had to come in and stop it. Very cool. But yeah, we love Woodstock 99.
Wow.
Also very much recommend watching that one.
Damn.
Yeah, and then I also watched.
That's wild.
Here's the start of the samurai stuff. I watched Musashi, which is I don't know if it's really a documentary. It's like a autobiography. I don't know. But it's all historically accurate. It's all based off like memoirs and,
it's like a reenactment.
Yeah, it's like a reenactment. It's about Musashi Miyamoto, who's a very famous samurai, known to be one of the greatest swordsmen to ever live. But it's about like his upbringing, basically, like his childhood, and then what made him become famous. And very good. It's got pretty realistic fight scenes. Like it's nothing like ting 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 ting. It's not like 6-minute fight scenes. It's like they stand there, they kind of gauge up, and then it's like 2 moves, the guy's dead. So
yeah,
But overall, very good. My only complaint is, because it's historically accurate, a lot of the older guys, they all wear the same outfits and have the same haircuts. It's a little tough to tell who's who sometimes. Because they're all wearing like gray outfits. It's all kind of a little bit dark. And they all have like the same haircut. The only way to tell difference is like a bald guy. There's like one old guy who's bald and one old guy who has like a different hairstyle. But there's like 4 guys who it's really hard to tell who is who. But yeah, it's a bit tough. But overall, quite well made. It's very interesting to see the stuff he went through.
It covers Miyamoto's whole life.
Just the beginning of it. So it's like his childhood. His father was, I guess, a great swordsman, and he trained his son to be a great swordman and would abuse him, which was cool. And nice. Yeah, so at a young age, like his father wasn't impressed by anything he would do. He's like, once you defeat the head of this clan, I'll notice you. And so like the boy, he goes out. He beat up a samurai at a young age, and he's like, "Dad, I did this." And he gives him a kind of a smirk. He's like, "All right, good job, but not that great still."
Whatever. Like,
yeah. So his whole life's mission is to like defeat this clan leader and prove to his dad that he's cool, right?
Make his dad love him.
But yeah, and so like it just kind of goes through and like, he's like challenging the clan leaders and he's beating them, and he's like forming his own fighting style with 2 swords. Because I think he's left-handed, and his dad would beat him when he uses his left, and so he just made a 2-handed style and still used today. Very cool. But yeah, and then
So he fights with 2 swords, or he just fights with 2 hands on 1 sword?
2 swords.
2 swords.
It's pretty interesting because I think the way he does it is like, it's like this. I don't 100% remember, but yeah. So, but like throughout the movie, he changes it. It like slowly evolves and becomes what it is, and then it shows him. He goes to like a monastery and hangs out with one of the monks, and the monk is like, because he's having a confliction because earlier on he kills a child on accident, and he kills like 60 people. So he kills a lot of people, and
accidents happen.
Well, okay, the kid one was an accident. He kind of fell and stabbed the kid. So like he beat the dad, and so the kid was the only man left, and so the grandfather made the kid fight, and he didn't really want to fight the kid. Accidentally kills him, and then he kills the grandfather, and then he kills 60 of their men.
You're right, killing again.
Yeah, so, he kills a whole bunch of people, and he's, like, having this existential crisis, so he goes and seeks help from the monastery, and the guy helps him, and so he writes a book about what swordsmanship means to him, and then he writes, like...
Maybe you should stop trying to impress your dad.
Yeah, but,
he's a piece of shit.
But, yeah, so, overall, very cool. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was a very interesting and knowledgeable. He's like the Bruce Lee of samurai, He made something new.
When did this movie come out?
Ooh, I think early-ish 2000s maybe.
Hmm.
It's definitely not a new movie. It's probably like.
Is it like Japanese made?
Yeah, it's all Japanese. It's got subtitles.
Okay.
Very Japanese movie. But the scenery, it's all shot at the actual like castles and stuff. And
Oh wow.
like at the locations, and it's
Right.
it's very cool. Yeah, like it's very beautiful. Like they're in like old timey looking Japanese towns, and then they're at the castles, like at the castle walls or in the courtyard, and it's very cool. It's very well made, I must say, and yeah, it's.
What's it called again?
I think it's just called Musashi,
Musashi.
but yeah, it's like the story of Musashi or something. But I think it's just called Musashi. But recommend it. Great watch. See if you can figure out who's who.
Might have to check that one out.
Yeah. I think that might be it. I don't know.
He lived. This was back in 1584. He was born.
Yeah. Yeah. So it takes place mainly in like the 1600s.
Born in 1584, died in 1645.
Yep. Yeah. I don't know. It was very, very good. Great watch. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't know. I thought I had something else to talk about, but yeah, I don't know.
I watched Pig this week as well.
I don't know what that is. What's that? It's about the cops. We hate cops.
It's another Nicolas Cage movie. We're working our way through a lot of Nicolas Cage movies right now.
I can tell. Are you gonna watch the Redmitten? What is it? The Dracula movie with Nick Cage and Guy.
Well, I didn't know about it, but
really, I get the commercial for that all the time.
Oh, that's not out yet? That's an upcoming movie.
Yeah, it comes out like next weekend or something. It's called
okay.
Remington, Redtington. I don't know. It's something.
Maybe.
Yeah. It's a comedy. It looks pretty funny. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's check that out. You know.
Yeah.
He's in everything. He's in a movie constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pig is pretty great.
What's it about?
It's about this old truffle hunter dude who just lives out in the woods by himself with his pig.
Is he Italian?
And well, it's funny you should ask that. Well, no.
Huh.
Truffle
hunting is big in Italy.
Shouldn't spoil too much, but
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he's a truffle hunter. He just lives out in the middle of nowhere with his pig, who he loves very much. In Oregon.
Wow.
And
boo, Oregon.
And then he's got a guy who shows up to his cabin,
Italian,
like once a week to collect the truffles, and then that guy will give him like groceries or just supplies stuff, so he can just keep living out in his cabin. But well, then one day some tweakers show up and they knock him out. And they steal his pig.
So it's like John Wick.
That's exactly what we thought. But it actually takes a pretty different direction from John Wick. Yeah, but he gets his guy. He gets his truffle guy, and this truffle guy brings him into town, and they start looking for Rob's pig. and it becomes a pretty emotional story.
Yeah. So lame. All right.
It really pulls on the heartstrings.
So not for me. Okay.
What? You don't like emotionally deep movies?
I like Ghost Rider.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So it's like just him out and about looking for his little piggy so he can get his little Italian truffles and, you know.
I'm not quite sure how to talk about more of it without spoiling it.
I'm never going to watch this movie. I'll have you know.
Yeah, but I don't want to spoil it for
When did it come out? When did it come out?
It came out in 2021.
Okay, it's new enough. Yeah, we'll leave it.
But
if it's before 2020, spoilable.
Yeah, just suffice it to say, it hits the feels, man.
Yeah. Like Marley and
me. It's not really like John Wick.
Yeah. Have you seen the ad for Sisu? Yeah, Sisu. Sisu. You seen that trailer?
No.
Oh, well, it's supposed to be like John Wick and Mad Max. That's what it says in the trailer. It's about like, it's set in World War II. It's like a guy with his dog, and they're running from the Germans. Not 100% sure, but yeah, in the trailer it's like, if John Wick and Mad Max were put together, Sisu. I don't know.
Wait, really? That's really what they put in the trailer?
It's legit in the trailer. It says like,
wow.
It's like John Wick and Mad Max. So, but it looks interesting. Like, it's like the first little bit is like the German soldiers are like shooting at them and stuff when they're running, and then he like puts a pick into an airplane. And he's like hanging on the airplane, and then he yells "Sisu!" But I don't know. It's interesting looking. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Do you have anything else? Because we've reached a good time here.
I think that's it.
Cool. I think this was a pretty dandy episode. If you guys like this episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and give it a rating on Spotify. I still have no clue what you do on Spotify. Follow us on Spotify. Listen to all the episodes on Spotify.com at 2G1T Studios. But yeah.
Rate us 600 out of 666 demons.
Yes. But yeah, leave a comment, whatever you guys want us to watch. Leave a comment for what kind of design you think I should do on my guitar. And I know no one will, because no one gets this far normally. But if you do, leave a comment.
Watching the analytics, no one gets to the end, huh?
Actually, there's a good few people who do, but nobody leaves comments. Leave comments, please. Come on. But yeah, this was episode 31.
Seth leaves comments for us. Thank you, Seth.
One time. Seth, leave more comments. Otherwise, I'm coming for you. Yeah, so thank you for watching episode 31, and we'll see you guys next week.
Goodbye.
I'm not going to say ka-chow. I'm going to say adios.